moisturizing cream has to be light and it has to be hydrating. There is a different skin type. If you have dehydrated skin type, you want to have a moisturizing cream, hydrating cream, and exclusive cream. You want that moisture to be locked. But there is a different type of skin, which is a dry skin. Dry skin is the skin that lacks oils, not moisture. And in that case, you have to look for nourishing cream. So there are two different skin types that people often miss: dry skin and dehydrated skin. Try to talk to professional, either from the place that you buy in the store or your esthetician, so they could examine your skin and make sure that you have this or that type. If you have dehydrated skin, you want to lack moisture in the skin, and if you have dry skin, you want to put oil into the skin. What do I think of face oils? I think face oils are amazing, both for massaging your face and for nourishing your face. Just make sure that the oil that you massaged with, you're not going to keep on your face after massage. So if you're the person who uses face oils, massage your face with your oil, remove that oil well, put the next layer of oil, and that's the oil that can stay on you. One more thing, if you have dehydrated skin and you use oil, you don't serve your skin right. Dehydrated skin needs hydrating agents. It needs moisturizers. You can put oil on top of it, but you have to make sure that you hydrate skin too, because our skin is made, it looks like scales. It's like a fish scales. And that lipid barrier of oils has to protect our skin from evaporation of the moisture. Extremely dry skin, lips, around my lips, what do you recommend? Good nourishing cream. And now we're talking about oil-based. Definitely, if you are not vegetarian, start taking fish oil. If you're vegetarian, start taking flaxseed oil. But definitely when you have a dry skin, you have to work on it both from inside and out. In fact, any kind of skin issue, any kind of skin type should be taken care of both from inside and out. If you have dehydrated skin, the same recipe: fish oil; if you're vegetarian, flaxseed oil, and lots of water. That's going to help your skin to be hydrated from inside. Only topically, things really don't work as well. Now, also, when you have a dry skin, put the oil on and massage your skin very gently and very carefully. However, you want to build the blood circulation and you want the vitamins to be deposited from inside of your body, from your own blood into your skin from inside. Then when you put things from outside, they work much better. Also, with a dry skin, don't be scared to use toners, because I know people with a dry skin usually are scared to use toners. However, toner will ensure you with a correct pH balance on your skin. And skin with a correct pH balance, that has to be just a little bit acidic, absorbs the product better. So, if you have a dry or dehydrated skin, never ever be scared to use toner. As much as if you have an oily skin, do not use witch hazel, because toners should not dry the daylight out of your skin. Toners are there to prepare the pH of your skin to absorb next product. Also, if you have dry or dehydrated skin, creamy cleanser is only way to go. If you use a soapy cleanser, if you use foamy cleanser, they're gonna dry or dehydrate you even more. So you make sure that your cleanser is creamy. I love your education. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. God knows I need it right now. So creamy cleansers, guys, all skin types. And then we have toners. A little bit acidic, but not witch hazel. We don't have to dry them out. Once the toner put your skin. What about oil cleanser? I'll address it right now. Oil cleanser is fine if you use creamy cleanser on top of it, and if you use toner for your skin type on top of it, because toner is your preparation for observation of a next product. Just oil cleanser may break you out. So use oil cleanser, remove oil cleanser with a creamy cleanser, and each time, ladies and gentlemen, you use cleanser, make sure that you remove it with a paper towel or a washcloth that's been soaked in a warm water, like put it under warm water, and remove it with a little bit of pressure. Just splashing your face with water is not gonna do the job. Put the cleanser correctly. Every stroke that you take on your face, whether you use cleanser or cream, have to go upwards and upwards only. So you really massage it into your face. Take either piece of paper towel or piece hyaluronic acid, I'll address in a second, piece of paper towel or washcloth, and with a little bit of pressure, remove it from your skin. This is how you cleanse your skin. Hyaluronic acid really depends on acid. If you have a double molecule, and now they have triple molecule of hyaluronic acid, we love that, because the small molecule penetrates your skin, the second molecule lacks it, and the highest molecule stays as occlusive on top of your skin and doesn't allow dehydration of the skin. Now, hyaluronic acid brings into itself the moisture. Pay attention to this one. If your environment doesn't have enough moisture, hyaluronic acid is going to draw the moisture from your own skin into itself. So you either have to have a wet surface before you apply hyaluronic acid, or it has to be mixed in a formulation with a glycerin, or your environment has to be quiet. Your moisture level in your environment has to be high. Otherwise, it's actually going to have an opposite reaction and dehydrate your skin. So that was about hyaluronic acid. Are you saving this video? You know what? I will figure out how to save this video, and I will save this video. I hope I'm not going to bore you with this video, but I'm going to save it and put it probably in my feed, because some questions did come. I'll probably, if I can, I'll cut it a little bit from the beginning, not to bore you, and the rest I'm gonna put it in the feed. But I'm so glad you asked me skincare questions, because they're so important. I often see that skincare, so we should apply moisturizer first and then hyaluronic acid. No. Some moisturizers come, hyaluronic acid is already, I use Biological Research in Valmont. I'll address it a little bit. Thank you so much. So first we cleanse with a creamy cleanser, right? That's across the board, everybody. Then we use the toner. Again, across the board, everybody. Don't skip that step, because that step ensures you with a correct pH balance that allows the next product, whatever it is, to penetrate. So that's important. And then if you use hyaluronic acid, you use buckthorn oil. I love buckthorn oil. I come from the place where buckthorn oil was our god. So yes, buckthorn oil is definitely, yes. Don't worry, you're not boring. Thank you. So we put so cleanser, creamy, then we have a toner. Then if you use hyaluronic acid or serum with hyaluronic acid, it goes afterwards. And then we're gonna lock the hyaluronic acid with the moisturizer, because you don't wanna have transepidermal moisture loss. Directly for red wrinkles without the how to receive. You know what? Wrinkles, they're going to happen. Or you have to, like, if you have a frozen forehead, you can have a little bit of Botox, but if you don't, little wrinkles is okay, I think. What skin would you recommend for people with rosacea? I have a whole video on rosacea. I try not to recommend skin companies, because their ranges, I personally use two. I use Biological Research. I'm on me and my clients, and Valmont. I'm very well aware of the fact that not everybody either geographically has it or can go ahead and buy those products. They're quite costly. So usually what I talk is not about the brand of the products, but I talk about what kind of products and what ingredients you should look for. So for skin with rosacea, the most important thing, avoid hot showers, avoid steam, avoid steam rooms, and do not use hot water on your skin. The reason you have rosacea is because lipid barrier. And what are the lipids? Lipids are the oils and proteins that are like clothing on top of our skin. So the last layer of epidermis, what you see right now, they are already dead and dry cells. We are formed like a fish. We are scaly, and lipids are those the substance that holds them together. So if you have oversensitized skin, or if you have rosacea, your lipid barrier, so your protective barrier, has been compromised. So what do we need to do for it? We need unabrasive soothing. Anything heated is going to aggravate your skin even more, and we don't want that. Unfortunately, for me, because I love it, if you have rosacea, red wine is not very good for you. What else is not good for you if you have rosacea? Tomatoes, nightshades. So we have tomatoes, we have eggplants, we have regular potatoes. Sweet potato is not a nightshade. You can totally have it. What it does, it internally aggravates that, it gives you a reaction. Lately, there were studies that people with rosacea is directly connected to microbiome in your stomach. So they say that if you can level your microbiome, then you're gonna have less reactive skin. I completely believe in it, because I believe what you eat definitely shows up in your skin. I really believe that skin is the mirror to your health, and internal health, and also emotional health. My grandmother, who was esthetician back in Soviet Georgia, she always said that rosacea is also emotionally connected. So people who don't speak up the frustration, and who don't speak up whatever they need to do, who keep things inside, they have rosacea. That was her belief. I'm not insisting on it. I'm just telling you what she said. Infrared red, oh yeah, you can absolutely have infrared sauna if you have rosacea. When I talk sauna, I talk about sauna and steam room. That's different than infrared. So the heat is not good for you, but infrared, you should be absolutely fine. Now, you can have rosacea and you can have cuperose. There are two different things. Cuperose is when your capillaries are very highly placed on your skin, under the skin. They're very visible, but the texture of the skin is different. It's not sandy. That's a cuperose. Rosacea, usually you have a butterfly. With those actual big butterflies are usually connected to autoimmune diseases. You don't have to have autoimmune disease to have rosacea. So you usually have a butterfly, nose and side cheeks. It's responsive to heat fluctuation, and when you touch rosacea with your finger, you can feel that lipids are missing in there. It's a little rough and sandy. Also, rosacea has little breakouts that cuperose doesn't give to you. So make sure that what you have, rosacea and cuperose. But in both cases, by the way, you need the same treatment. You don't overheat that skin. Доброго дня, здравствуйте. Somebody just wrote to me in Russian. So rosacea, very calm skincare, something very soothing, something that's not going to aggravate you. Be careful with active. Somebody mentioned buckthorn oil. Buckthorn oil is very good for rosacea, actually. So if you can get your hands on a good quality buckthorn oil, you can absolutely use it for rosacea, and it's going to help you. However, rosacea is the same protocol as other skin types. You need to clean with a creamy cleanser. You have to tone with an appropriate for rosacea toner to make sure not to aggravate the skin. And then you put your serum, because serum usually is thinner and has smaller molecule than a cream. And then you put the cream, and if you use finishing serum, but finishing has to be a word in there, because those serums have the biggest molecules and they lock everything on top of your skin. And then you go in with a sunblock. Sunblock should be used any skin type, any, sun, rain, shine, winter, summer, doesn't matter. We need to use sunblock, because there is UVA, UV aging, and UVB, UV burning. So when there is no sun and you cannot burn and it's not very hot outside, you don't need UVB, but aging is still there, so it's good protection. Plus, most of the sunblocks, they have zinc, and zinc is very healing for the skin. Remember that sunblock has to be used from here, your chest, your neck, and your face. It's also very important not to forget your neck, because very often people forget the neck, and guess what? The necks look older than the faces, and it's because of the sunblock. So is hyaluronic acid and ceramides really important? They're helpful. They're helpful. Can I be honest with you and tell you what's really important? Good nutrition is very important. Working out is very important. Taking vitamins and minerals is very important, because you know what is the main aspect that determines quality of your skin and what it looks like? Hormones. Hormones determine the quality of your skin. Rosacea is a little different condition. And hormones are vitamin dependent. So what is really, really, really important is to have a good nutrition, take vitamins, work out. Now let's talk to the skincare. What's important in skincare? Believe it or not, the cleansing step is the more important. The cleansing has to be done with a creamy, non-abrasive cleanser, and that's important. Hydrating is important, and sunblock is important. Now we're talking like die-hard important, right? Ceramides are very important because they're part of the lipids that hold your skin together, and so is hyaluronic acid. Ceramides, though, you have to be less careful with, because ceramides are not going to take the moisture from your skin into itself, but hyaluronic would if you're in dry environment. So if you're dry environment and you know that hyaluronic acid in part of your regimen, at least have a little spray bottle with water and consistently spray your skin so it won't dehydrate it from the inside. So what's important? Let's go again. Creamy cleanser is important. Balancing toner is important, without alcohol and without witch hazel. Good moisturizing important. Good, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean expensive. It means it's. Do you guys have me there? Do you guys have me there? Do you see me? Because I thought I just got disconnected. Did I just got disconnected? Hello, hello, hello. No, I see somebody. Can someone tell me what is the back door? Is okay. So it's a it's a berry. It's a berry that usually grows in cold environment. It's a berry. Lenочка, I just saw you. You called me. I had to disconnect you because I'm talking to my beautiful people, and I'll call you right after this this live. So sorry, baby. So let's talk about buckthorn oil. Buckthorn oil, it's called also sea buckthorn oil, and it's little orange-colored berries, and they usually grow in a cold environment. Now, interesting things about berries or anything that grows into very hot environment or cold environment, those plants develop certain immunity, and they develop certain antioxidants in them to survive in that environment. So when you use buckthorn, for example, or other berries that I have learned through generation to survive in those environments, and you put them directly on your skin, they're potent with antioxidants. So you really give your skin a lot of healthy ingredients. Sea buckthorn. This is how you can find this berry. You can actually boil it and drink it. It's delicious. Very sour, super sour, but delicious. Or you can use sea buckthorn oil, and it can be edible. You can actually eat it, or you can put it directly on your skin. It does gives you strong yellow color. So use it as a mask. Use it as a mask and then remove it, but it's really, really, really good for you. One more thing about, since we touched that subject, olive oil. One of the best olive oils is Moroccan. Why? Because the olive trees of Morocco, they grow in a very hot environment, so they have to develop immunity and antioxidants to survive harsh environment. That's why when you eat it, it kind of almost tastes green, but it's super, super good for you. So the best olive oil actually is a cold pressed or Moroccan olive oil. The best berries are the berries that were grown in extreme cold or extreme hot. They give you a lot of antioxidants. I've been using leave-in. I don't know that company, Buckthorn Oil Cleanse My Skin. How else can I use it? Well, if it's a cleanser, you use it as a cleanser. But there is a Buckthorn oils that you can actually take it internally. In fact, what about black seed oil on the face? Black seed oil eating is one of the best things. In fact, I read somewhere, and correct me if I'm wrong, that even Prophet Muhammad, a prophet in Islam, Prophet Muhammad, he was taking buckthorn, black seed oil as the supplement to eat. He was taking black seed oil. So it's unbelievable to eat, but I really don't know what it is like to put it on top of the skin. I'm sure it's not gonna harm anything at all, though. You can have reaction to. Me personally, I have reaction on aloe vera. If I'm gonna put aloe vera on my skin, I'm gonna puff up and become very red and very itchy. So anything that you put on your skin, put right here, and if you see that there is any reaction, do not put it on your face. If you don't have reaction right here, because this is a very sensitive place, then you're good and you can put on your face. I can't imagine black seed oil being bad for your skin, because it's really, really good internally to take black seed oil. In fact, Prophet Muhammad was he was spoken to take black seed oil, and also dates. Dates are really good for you. Also, so those oils are good. And I have to say that buckthorn oil is very good for you, because my grandmother, she used to make me take a teaspoon in my childhood. So it's also good for you. But I know for a fact that buckthorn oil is also good topically on your skin. So definitely use it. Definitely use it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We got so many questions. First of all, look at that. I have 70. I could never imagine anybody would join. That's why I was so cavalier. But I guess people do join. Any other questions, beautiful people? Vitamin C cream or serums that good for skin? Okay, so the thing is, vitamin C goes rancid very, very quickly. So I don't know how to answer that question. It depends on formulation. If vitamin C, like C.E. Ferulic, for example, from SkinCeuticals, they figure out how to balance vitamin C so it stays active. But I see so many vitamin C creams, and they don't do nothing because they go rancid very quickly. So make sure it's a trusted company. And Sothis makes amazing vitamin C serum. Company name Sothis makes amazing vitamin C serum. Highly recommend. Not abrasive, use it myself. I really love it. Who else makes good vitamin C? SkinCeuticals Sothis so far that I can think of, that I trust vitamin C. You know why? Because they're locked, or the Sothis locked, and it comes with a pump, so air doesn't penetrate the product does not go rancid. So keep that in mind, that when it comes to vitamin C, you don't want any air penetration, otherwise it will go rancid, and it's gonna go rancid quickly. What about retinol 1%? 1% is a lot. I absolutely love retinol. However, our skin has receptors for the retinol. When retinol penetrates our skin has embedded receptors to accept retinol, and together with the retinol, it forms your own collagen and your own elastin. And by the way, collagen comes in two types, and this is a good collagen we're talking about. However, if you use right away 1%, you can make your skin very sensitized, and it can burn your skin literally. And if you go on the sun after it, you can have a melasma and you have hyperpigmentation. So introduce retinol, A, only at night, B, only twice a week in the beginning, and C, dilute it in your moisturizer first. If you wake up in the morning and you see your skin has no reaction, then you can repeat that. But if you see your skin is sensitive, lower the amount of retinol. Please do not be cavalier with retinol. In fact, don't be cavalier with any actives, because it's not good for you. You have to treat your skin very gently. And yes, we need actives and we need retinol definitely, but we need to monitor ourselves very, very carefully. It's up to you to make sure that you have no reaction. As soon as you have reaction, you're hurting your skin. You're not helping your skin anymore. Your skin needs to be treated very gently. I saw some questions, but while I was answering, they were coming up. I saw something about vitamin D3, but I didn't read it thoroughly. Okay, so vitamin D3 is very necessary for us. It's very necessary for our skin. Be careful. The best way to get it is, of course, through the sun. Be careful. Use definitely microcurrent. I will talk to you right now. Make sure that you use sunblock. And one more thing. If you take vitamin D orally, do not mix it with vitamin A. Do not. Because then they dilute each other. Vitamin D should be taken. Hi, Samet. Hi, I see you. Good to see you, by the way. We have Samet in Turkey. So hi. My friend Samet from Turkey. So yeah, vitamin D should not be mixed with vitamin A when you take it orally together. Somebody just asked me about microcurrent. Yes, it's good for you. Guys, it depends on device. Right, it's definitely depending on device. It depends on the frequency. It depends on the gel that you use on your face. And make sure that before you use microcurrent, this is the thing. If your face is contracted, if it's in contraction, if your chewing tendons are in contraction, and you use microcurrent on it, you're not gonna do much. So you make sure to do this. Kind of like stimulate your skin and relax a little bit before you run microcurrent on it, or nothing will happen. Now, there's some microcurrent machines that go on the contraction of the muscle and elongation of the muscle. In both cases, make sure that your face is prepared to receive that current. How do you overcome stress of anxiety? Oh, am I knowing those things? How I overcame by training my... Oh, guys, so much. Anxiety was definitely part of my whole 20s, like panic attacks. And I still a person who gets anxiety very easily. I train my brain. I've learned that brain is just like a muscle, and you can train your brain. Oh, and I will tell you who to look for. And you can train your brain to think positive. You really can. Our attention usually is very, very short. It's up to 45 seconds. And if you will be able to sharpen your attention and force yourself to think positive, after a while, it's going to become part of your habit. For those of you who know me, you guys know that I'm absolutely obsessed with David Goggins. David Goggins is a Navy SEAL, American person who overcame a lot. David Goggins. See him on Instagram, see him on YouTube. He is cursing a lot, so if you can't stand it, it's not for you, but I don't mind anything from David Goggins. My husband sometimes calls me She Goggins because I go into Goggins mode, and I have to fight off my anxiety and I don't take it anymore. I go against it. I forcefully make myself think positive. I also am responsible for a lot of people. I have students. I have a lot of students, and I have children, and I have husband, and I feel like my positive mental state and my giving positive energy impacts them directly. So I almost feel like I have to work on my internal well-being so I could give it out externally. Somebody just wrote that they have a book by David. Yeah, Goggins is definitely my guy. Sometimes I need gentle people that I refer to, but just internally, my internal soul structure is very gentle. So sometimes I have to definitely go for somebody like David Goggins to receive that energy. How do you spell David Goggins? Exactly, David the same, Goggins. David Goggins. The dynamo of the person, strong person, and every time I need external input of energy in me, that warrior energy, I go straight to David Goggins, and we are he kind of replenishes me. I know, I don't even know if you guys gonna like him. Try it out. Definitely speaks to me. definitely speaks to me. Love David. That's it. That's it. Somebody just wrote David Goggins. That's exactly how you spell him. That's where I go for my when I have a need for strength and that ability to do something difficult. I see David Goggins. Today I needed recommendations for melasma. Okay, so let's talk about it. Sunblock every single day regardless of the weather, and very few instances that I would get appropriate chemical peel for melasma or laser treatment. Provide energy and appreciate some of our friends also. Lena, I love you. I always did. I always will. My bestest friend in the world is here. She's here. She's watching me. And every time she's our friends, because every time she's around, I feel energy and support. And the people in your life, they give you that in your soul, and that's the girl, and she's right there with me. So melasma, please address it with esthetician. I'm not going to be able to do it through the screen, but wear sunblock every single day. And you can use some actives, but see, that is hard thing to answer, because you can have different types of skin still with melasma, right? So that has to be very skin specific. Very skin specific. Hi. Somebody just asked a question that I have missed, unfortunately. But especially when you're pregnant, you make sure you wear sunblock, because melasma we get mostly ladies during the pregnancy and during the menopause. So it's hormonally triggered, right? And you can have melasma with any skin type. It can be dark, it can be light, it can be dry, it can be oily, and you can still have melasma. So make sure the best prevention for melasma would be the sunblock. That's prevention. It's not cure, but it's the best prevention you can have, right? And if you're gonna do chemical peels, try to do them in the colder weather. Like, do them right now. Do not do it in the summertime, because in summertime you're gonna run into the problems, God forbid. So this is your last days that you can do the strong chemical peel. A little bit of retinol also helps with melasma, but as we spoke before, retinol has to be taken very, very carefully. Would you take or hydrofacial and rosacea? It depends what ampules they use. Because one of the ampules in hydrofacial is glycolic acid, and glycolic acid is not the best for rosacea. So talk to esthetician and find out. Now I have to focus on, I'm balancing my hormones. Yeah, we always have to focus on balancing our hormones. Always, as females and as males too, but I don't know much about it. But remember, hormones are vitamin dependent. So as you eating correct food and get enough vitamins and exercising, you helping your hormones right then and there. One more thing, definitely, usually I'm kind of scared to talk about supplements, but about this supplement I'm not scared. Definitely check yesterday I wrote about it, milk thistle, but not milk thistle tea. Milk thistle in a supplement really helps liver to remove the toxins. Great for the skin and fantastic for balancing female hormones, especially estrogen. Do more reading on it, but it has no side effects. And as careful as I am recommending something taken internally, I'm not very cavalier. I'm still recommending you that because I'm not scared about it. Milk thistle seed supplement is one of the natural and amazing things you can do to balance your hormones. Anything else? Gosh, this is so much fun. See, when you're scared of something and you actually go ahead and do it, not only it stops being scary, but it becomes fun. So all my girls who are scared to show up on Instagram and in videos, it is actually fun. What can I use to have healthy skin? I have menopause. Oh, okay. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I'm almost right there. I'm gonna be 50 in 5 months. I don't have menopause yet, but I'm definitely entering that amazing stage of our life of what you can do to have healthy hormones. Exactly same thing. Hormones are vitamin dependent. Hormones, again, are vitamin dependent. Make sure you eat good food, take milk thistle, keep your liver clean, work out, sweat every single day. And that should, and obviously talk to your doctor if you need a hormone balance or hormone replacement therapy. Oh, guys, vitamin K. Vitamin K is very important. Vitamin D3, vitamin K, and milk thistle. Somebody just wrote that word in there. I see it. That's it. Milk thistle, vitamin K, and vitamin D3. Now, clearly, there is a lot more things you can do. Clearly, but I'm talking about what I can talk about as not being a doctor, as just a woman who is in that stage of her life, who takes it herself and who sees positive result. Vitamin K, vitamin D3. Do not mix vitamin D3 with vitamin A, and definitely take a milk thistle. I promise you, ladies, it helps. Work out every day. Try to sweat. Weight gain is a big part of this time. I have myself gained in past 2 years almost 30 pounds. Yeah, almost 30 pounds. I'm trying to lose it right now in a very, very healthy way. Sometimes I have sleep ups, but milk thistle actually helps with the weight loss too. Please remember, if you remember nothing else from this life, milk thistle seed, if you're perimenopausal and menopausal woman, it helps. And it also helps with the skin. Okay, my loves, I will have to leave you now because I actually have to go and check on the works of my students. I have videos that I have to go through. I will do my very best, I promise you, to save this chat. I'll do my best. What can I do about